So, recently I went to a Showa Racing JTCC track day and also the Drift Games Bash. And I thought I'd make this video just sort of talking about the two, sharing some clips from it and just sort of showing, you know, how different two events that are both held at the same place in Ireland can be. Both events were held at Mondello Circuit, which is about half an hour west of Dublin. I think the circuit's about 2.25 mile long, and it's really nice circuit. It's very technical, and it's Ireland's only international circuit. So like, I've been to a few other tracks in Ireland and Northern Ireland, and Mondello's definitely my favourite because it's got some challenging corners, it's got a bit of elevation change. First, just starting off with the Showa Racing day, it was a full track day that was open to anyone that entered, and also a show and shine was taking place in the centre of the circuit. So I entered the wee Corolla in with a show and shine. Not that I was expecting to win, but it was more just to sort of put my own car into the show. There was some really good stuff turned up to the show. On the day, the drive down was very wet and rainy, but thankfully pretty much as soon as I got to Mondello, everything cleared up, and the weather held nicely for the rest of the day. The only problem with that was, by the time I'd got to the track, the Corolla was absolutely stinking, and I just immediately had to get out the microfiber cloth and the detailing spray. And thankfully, once I'd done that, it actually cleaned up really nicely, because we'd cleaned the car recently and given it a good wax. A bit of detailing spray and a bit of elbow grease cleaned everything right up. But yeah, and literally, like, as soon as I'd got the car cleaned up, everyone just got in their cars, started just driving out onto the track. I had absolutely no clue what was going on. I'd only been there 5-10 minutes at that stage, but I just thought, fuck it, I'm just gonna jump in the car and follow everyone. Right, I've no clue what's going on. I just got here just for the show, and everyone's just gone out on track. I don't know if we're supposed to be here. I haven't seen an official anywhere. I've no fucking clue what we're doing. Like, I haven't even had someone check if I've paid to come here, if I've paid to go out on the track. It's just a free for all. Like, I think we're doing a parade lap, but I don't know. I hope the camera's not moving around too much. I didn't have time to set it up properly. Like I said, I've just got here and I think we're doing a parade lap or something. I definitely didn't expect this. I didn't think it'd be getting out on the track today. Yeah, got a lap around the track and then came back in, parked the cars in a nice wee formation and went round, took some pictures. Everyone was, well, I thought once we got back in, the first morning session on the track opened up. And the cars were going out. Some brilliant cars to see going around the track. Just, you know, like that Tommy Mackinnon Evo 6. That's just something you don't see full stop, and I mind, you know, going for it on the track. So that was lovely. There was that Toyota BB just toaster total box like going around, which I just love to see. I'm glad not everyone's taking it too seriously and they don't mind having a bit of a laugh and something different. It was a lovely day. It was nice and sunny the whole day, not too cold for, you know, for February. Great to see, like, I think it was Adam Stewart's Glanza with a full, pretty much near enough time attack spec, and then G Sports cars and their FDRX7. That thing looked like it was flying, but it looked like he had the laptop out more than once, which is sort of true to form for an RX7, I guess. There was that time attack S14 preface, which looked again like a fairly serious machine. I think I'd thought about paying to take the Corolla out on track, and after seeing some of those machines, I'm sort of glad I didn't. Yeah, there was also a good few of these E11 Corollas down there as well. I think there was a 4AG 20 valve sedan there, which sounded pretty amazing. It was a really good day, and then after the morning session, they sort of picked the 10 best cars from the show and shine and parked them on the main street of Mondello in front of the bridge, just basically by the start finish line. That was really nice, and they let people go walk on the track and take pictures and videos and all, which was really, really cool. I think in that top 10 you'll see is a R34 V-Spec, which was just ridiculously clean and was just done really, really nicely. I can't imagine what one of those things would cost these days, but just it was nice to see it. There was also that blue super low Hot Boy S15 that I think we got a video of that for the Cars and Coffee event, and that it was brilliant to see that again. There was that S13, I think it was a PS13 Sylvia. It was really, really nicely done, as well as that JZX 100 Chaser, which looked just amazing. I think it sat on SSR wheels. It was probably a bit lower than I'd like it, but jeez, it looked good. There's also that white EF, I think Kanjo style Civic SIR, and I was just in love with that thing. The EF Civic, I just think has the nicest style. I love just that angular box shape design, and it's just it's got to be brilliant to drive, because I think those came with a twin cam 1.6, although I think it was before VTEC, so they didn't have quite the same power, but they're so lightweight, and that thing was so low and looked like it had really good wheels and tires on it, so it must be absolutely a dream to drive. Just that sort of responsiveness and handling that you just don't get from a modern car, at least not that feel. But yeah, Showa Racing Day was a great day. I really enjoyed it. I think they're having another event March 19th for the release of Gran Turismo 7, and if I can make it down to that, I'll definitely be going. I don't know if I'll be able to get out on track, but I think I'll definitely be attending that one. Second day we went to just last Saturday. Well, it was a 2-day event, but unfortunately we were only able to attend the first day. Was the Drift Games Bash, which is essentially 2 days of full-on open track. It's the closest thing to the Ebisu, well, I guess it'd be the Spring Matsuri, as you're ever going to get on this side of the planet, like. So that was a really good experience, because I've been to a few drift events up in Eglinton and in Mondello for the old Irish Drift Championship. Nothing was quite like that, where it's just hours and hours. You've got 3 different tracks, jam-packed with cars, and just, it was total madness. When I first got there, I didn't know what to do with myself, because I didn't know where to go, what track to look at, anything. It was just drifting happening everywhere. Unfortunately, on that day, it was nice and dry in the morning, but by the time people were getting out on track, the rain had started, and trying to get pictures and footage and all while it was raining was not fun. None of my cameras are weather sealed, unfortunately, so yeah, we had to really be careful not to get too much rain on them, or I'd be dealing with a very expensive day. On the day, you can see from the clips, sort of the poison of choice was E36, E46, and I think some E92 3 Series BMWs. There's a few IS200 Lexus about, but even those have started to get expensive. Like, the cheapest you can find those these days that aren't completely wrecked is about $2,500. So less and less people are choosing to destroy those at the track, especially when, a nice one, or if you have, an Altezza or something like that, are between $5,000 and $7,000. Which, it's a shame, but it's just the way things go, as we're getting less and less front engine rear-wheel drive cars. I think I got a few decent photographs, and it was, well, all in all, going to that event made me very, very jealous, and then I desperately want, I think if I was going to do it, I would have to go BMW, just because financially it's the only way you can make it work. I think I would personally want an E36 318 Ti compact. I don't know why. I don't know what it is about the compact E36s, but I just think they look amazing. I love that just sort of bobtail on them. They just look class, I think. Yeah, it was a great day. I think I'd definitely be back to a Drift Games event, but I think I would want to come back with a car of my own to take out, because it just looks like so much fun. And sure, you see the Drift Games videos, those guys are having a ball. There was also some really, really nice cars out on track. Some competition grade cars. There's an IS200 with a V8. A few S13s, S14s that were full, like, competition spec. Caged out, wide bodied. Looked like they had mad angle kits and aero and everything. And of course there's also the Drift Games Corvette and Mustang out, which are just like, those cars are on a totally, totally different level from what we're used to seeing in Ireland. Like, you can tell it's definitely been inspired by the US style of cars, but I'm sure they're something else to drive. Just the amount of power and the noise off them, like. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Check out the website. There'll be a whole gallery of all the pictures we took at the day. Both days. I'll probably do 2 write-ups on them, just to keep things separate, keep things organised. And of course, as usual, subscribe to the YouTube channel. We should have a full feature video on this coming out in the next few weeks. I've been driving this car for a couple of weeks now. just picked it up and I'm absolutely loving it. It's brilliant. I've got a couple of pictures of it up on the Instagram if you're interested, but there should be a full video out soon. We'll take it for a drive, I'll show you around the car, and hopefully just give a bit of the history and a bit of why I'm so interested in this car.